Hi, my name is Cristin Kovacs. I am an artist in residence with Carilion Clinic as a part of the Keeley Healing Arts program. Thank you for being a part of our Healer Circle activity. In this video, I will offer you guidance on how to make a nature mandala and provide you with visual representation of how I approach this type of work. Again, this is your process, so please follow your heart during this art project. The goal isn't to create a masterpiece or even for your mandala to look like mine. It's to have your own authentic experience and hopefully dive into a sense of nourishment and peace and a better knowing of who you are. So the word mandala translates in Sanskrit to sacred circle. In their most basic form, mandalas are circles within one another. They can be contained within a square and arranged into sections that are all organized around a single central point. By using natural materials, there is a very organic form that takes place, with irregular edges or inherent imperfections. Have fun with this and try to let go of the thinking mind as much as possible and just play and be open. Part of this approach to art making is welcoming a very present sensory-based experience within nature. So it's really a twofold approach to art making. The first part is spending time in nature, getting down close to the ground, collecting your materials. There's a term called forest bathing, which refers to tapping into all of your senses as you're out in a woodland area. So I would encourage you to really feel and reap the benefits of the natural world and be really respectful as you collect your materials from the earth as well. So it might take several days for you, or if someone is gathering the materials for you, for them to collect a range of shapes, colors, textures, and just take your time. Once you feel like you have a nice assortment, that should feel good enough. And I often organize my materials in little bundles or bags. Sometimes I even put them into boxes, and it just helps keep things orderly, and you're able to find what you need when you'd like to. So that can be a helpful tip. So when you have gathered your materials, next you can pick a flat surface to work upon. And for many reasons, I encourage you to work outside if the weather is favorable and if that works for you. There's just a wonderful freedom that occurs during the creative process when you're not concerned about making a mess or the cleanup. And there's also a lovely connection of just being close to the earth within nature using those natural materials if that's accessible to you. Before you begin, I invite you to maybe set an intention, notice your breath, put on inspiring music, maybe whatever might feel good for you at that time. And I often start in the center and work my way outwards, but that's not always my approach, and it's entirely up to you on how to begin. Working with these materials is very forgiving, so if you don't like what you make or if it doesn't feel quite right, you can just change it and rework the project so it feels more pleasant to you. And it is a very there's a doability approach to this too. So in art, I think we, especially as adults, have an idea of either being an artist or not being an artist. So I would welcome you to just play and be open to the experience and just engage with the materials in a way that feels authentic and good to you. You can rip, tear, break, crumble materials to kind of see what happens and what types of effects that might make. And when you feel done, when you reach a sense of completion or satisfaction with your activity, that's when the mandala is complete. Or maybe you've noticed some blocks or a feeling of being stuck, And you can always walk away and return, come back to the work when you'd like. I often leave my work on the ground and watch how it changes over time. Sometimes I add to an existing mandala or take parts away or completely dismantle it. This is up to you, once again. Artist choice. So thank you for being open to the experience of creating a nature mandala. I hope it nourishes your soul as much as it does mine.